Today, we uncover the extraordinary tale of U-977, the German submarine that embarked on a mysterious journey at the twilight of World War II, capturing the imagination of historians and conspiracy theorists alike. To understand U-977's significance, we must first explore the role of U-boats in World War II. These formidable vessels were the backbone of the Kriegsmarine's naval strategy, aiming to cut off Allied supply lines across the Atlantic. The Battle of the Atlantic was a crucial theatre, where U-boats inflicted significant losses on Allied convoys, but also suffered heavy casualties. Germany produced over 1,100 U-boats during the war, yet more than 750 were lost, reflecting the perilous nature of undersea warfare. By 1945, the tide had turned against Germany, but U-boats remained a symbol of resistance and technological prowess, representing the last vestiges of Nazi Germany's naval ambitions. U-977 was commissioned in March 1943 as a Type 7C U-boat, which was among the most successful classes of German submarines during the war. Known for its advanced engineering and combat capabilities, the Type 7C submarines were equipped with 5 torpedo tubes, a powerful 88 deck gun, and cutting-edge technology for navigation and stealth, making them a formidable threat to Allied shipping. These U-boats were designed for speed and agility, capable of operating at depths of up to 230 meters. U-977, like its sister ships, was fitted with a snorkel, an innovative device that allowed the submarine to use its diesel engines while submerged, reducing the risk of detection by enemy aircraft and ships. Under the command of Oberleutnant Heinz Schaefer, a young and ambitious officer, U-977 embarked on several missions in the Atlantic. These missions were fraught with danger as they engaged enemy convoys, demonstrating the deadly cat-and-mouse game played beneath the waves. The crew honed their skills, developing the camaraderie and resilience that would later be tested during their extraordinary journey. By early 1945, the Allies had developed advanced anti-submarine tactics and technologies, including sonar and depth charges, making the oceans increasingly hostile for German U-boats. The once dominant hunters had become the hunted, and U-977's journey was undertaken in this treacherous and desperate environment. As the Allies advanced on all fronts, the Third Reich's defeat was imminent. In May 1945, Germany capitulated, leading to the disintegration of its military forces. Many U-boat crews were faced with a daunting choice: surrender or attempt a risky escape. For Schaefer and his crew, the idea of surrendering to the Allies, particularly to the Soviets, who were known for their harsh treatment of prisoners, was unpalatable. In this context, Schaefer made a bold and risky decision that would go down in history. He planned to lead his crew on a daring escape, avoiding surrender and setting a course for freedom. This decision was not made lightly, as it involved navigating the dangers of the Atlantic Ocean while evading detection by Allied forces who were actively hunting remaining German submarines. On May 2, 1945, under the cover of night, U-977 slipped away from its base in Norway. The plan was audacious: a long covert journey across the Atlantic, evading Allied detection and searching for refuge. Schaefer decided on a southern route, which was less patrolled by Allied forces, hoping to find sanctuary in Argentina, a country with known sympathies towards the Axis powers. For an incredible 66 days, U-977 remained submerged, utilizing its snorkel system to travel underwater for extended periods without surfacing. This was a testament to the crew's endurance and resourcefulness, navigating by dead reckoning and surviving on limited rations. Life on board was incredibly harsh. The cramped conditions, the constant fear of discovery, and the dwindling food supplies tested the crew's resolve and unity. Yet their determination saw them through this grueling journey. During this voyage, the crew faced numerous challenges, from mechanical breakdowns to the psychological strain of prolonged underwater isolation. They rationed their food meticulously, often subsisting on basic provisions such as canned meat and dry bread while drinking water was carefully conserved. The snorkel, though a technological marvel, was not without its drawbacks. It required careful operation to avoid detection and could fail in rough seas, forcing the crew to rely on battery power and air reserves. Despite these hardships, Schaefer's leadership and the crew's discipline were instrumental in maintaining morale and ensuring the mission's success. Their journey across the Atlantic was marked by the constant threat of Allied patrols. The crew had to be vigilant at all times, listening for the hum of aircraft engines or the sonar pings of enemy ships. Any mistake could lead to their detection and destruction. The U-977's crew relied on their training and the submarine's technological capabilities to avoid detection. Their survival depended on remaining unseen and unheard in the vast expanse of the ocean. This journey not only tested their physical endurance but also their psychological resilience. The isolation and confinement of life underwater took their toll, but the shared goal of reaching safety kept them focused. On August 17, 1945, after months at sea, U-977 finally arrived in Mar del Plata, Argentina. Their arrival marked the end of a remarkable odyssey and the beginning of a new chapter filled with intrigue and speculation. Argentina, under the leadership of Juan Perón, had maintained a neutral stance during much of the war but harbored sympathies for the Axis powers. This made it an attractive destination for those seeking refuge from the crumbling Nazi regime. The surrender of U-977 to Argentine authorities drew international attention, particularly from the Allies, who were eager to interrogate the crew and uncover any secrets or hidden agendas. Was U-977 part of a larger escape plan, or was its voyage simply a desperate attempt to avoid capture? During the interrogations, Schaefer and his crew maintained that their journey was a personal decision, driven by a desire to avoid capture by the Soviets and seek a peaceful life in Argentina. They insisted that there was no grand conspiracy or hidden agenda behind their voyage. However, the timing and nature of their escape fueled numerous conspiracy theories. Among the most sensational was the idea that Adolf Hitler had faked his death and escaped to South America aboard a U-boat, sparking speculation and myth-making in the post-war years. These theories, while captivating to the public imagination, remain unsubstantiated, with historians pointing to the lack of concrete evidence and the logistical challenges of such an escape. The story of U-977 serves as a fascinating footnote in the complex history of World War II, highlighting the chaos and uncertainty that marked the war's final days. It is a testament to the human spirit in times of desperation, reflecting both the resolve of the U-boat crew and the broader geopolitical dynamics of the era. The legacy of U-977 continues to captivate those interested in the shadowy corners of history and the enduring mysteries of war. Its journey symbolizes the chaos and uncertainty that marked the closing chapters of World War II, offering a glimpse into the complex realities faced by individuals caught in the tide of history. Today, U-977 stands as a symbol of history's enduring mysteries and the stories that continue to shape our understanding of the past. This incredible journey from Norway to Argentina is a tale of endurance, bravery, and the desire for freedom. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the story of U-977. If you enjoyed this journey through history, please like, share, and subscribe to Compressed History for more in-depth explorations of the past.